What is up, Crackhead Nation? It's your girl, Princess Galaxy. And I had a stream before this that I was trying to like set up, but I don't know what happened. It was acting so dumb. Hold on. Yeah, everything's just so weird right now. My computer is hella slow. It took my computer like 20 minutes to turn on. I'm just like, I don't know. So sorry my camera quality is like kind of shit right now. Yeah, I saw you guys in the other chat, but I had to cancel it because it was just so weird. So today I'm going to be answering questions that you guys put on my Instagram about concerts and K-pop concerts and stuff like that. So I'm going to answer all your questions. I have them on my phone. Hey guys, welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Also, you guys will be able to watch it afterwards if you want to. Like, if you want to, like, remember the questions and look back at them. Hey, bestie. All right, so let's get started. I just woke up like an hour ago, so I feel like I'm not well adjusted. What? My lighting is so weird. Hold on. Oh, that's my line. That's a little better. So you can still see me. I mean, yeah. Don't blame me. This is a shitty MacBook webcam. So, all right. So I have a few questions. Oh, guys, if you can like the video, I'd really appreciate it. But I have some questions from Instagram. You guys cannot see that. So I want to just like answer these because K-pop concerts are officially back. And it's honestly kind of crazy because we didn't have K-pop concerts for basically 2 years, which was like insane. So I'm really looking forward to going to a lot of different concerts this year. And I know you guys have a lot of questions, especially if you're new to the channel and just new to me. But I've labeled myself the princess of K-pop concerts. So I feel pretty proud of myself. So I feel like I could definitely help people. All right, I'm going to start. Just let you guys know I'm on Instagram, so you can follow me on there. Galaxy_RAE, so Galaxy Ray. And yeah, let's get into it. Yeah, get into it. Yeah. All right. Here's my first question. Get ready. So my first question is, how do I get to go to a BTS concert when I'm under 18 years old? So I get this question a lot. So the main thing to realize is that no one's stopping you from going to a BTS concert, like while you're underage. Like, I think as like if you have a parent or something, then you would probably like want to share your location with them and just like be generally safe in that aspect. But I don't feel like I've been to so many concerts even before I turned 18, and I went to a few of them by myself. But you can still go to a concert by yourself. You can buy a ticket when you're like 12 years old and then go to a concert, bring your ticket with you. But I feel like sometimes when people ask this question, like, can I go while I'm underage? It's usually like, can I still be safe? And the answer is yes. Like, just basic things, like just remember to, be in crowds. Don't really try to go off on your own or anything. Kind of like follow the crowd. Keep your stuff next to you. You know what I mean? Don't just be all loose and everything. But overall, like, you can't bring mace or anything into the stadium, obviously. So don't bring mace. Don't bring anything like a switchblade or anything like that, because they're not going to be able to bring it in. You have to throw it away when you get there. So I'd recommend just being close to people. And I also have a video on my channel about how to go to a K-pop concert by yourself. And I think that's also a good video for like learning how to go while you're underage. So yeah. All right, the next question is, what are your thoughts and experiences on going alone versus going with friends to K-pop concerts? And I think this is a really good question. So when I think of like me, I feel like if I feel like my friends do not like K-pop, if I feel like my friends like just tolerate me listening to K-pop and like they're like, yeah, I guess I'll go with you, I wouldn't do it. Like, I don't want to go to a concert with someone who doesn't understand K-pop culture, who doesn't really give a shit, who doesn't really give a crap about like BTS or anything like that. So personally, I've been to concerts with people who like really care, like who are ARMY like me. But then I've also been to concerts like when I saw Lady Gaga for the first time in 2017, I went with like a former friend who didn't really care about her. And the vibes were so different because at the Gaga concert, like I was so excited to be there, but then like I was embarrassed because I'm like, my friend doesn't even care and she's just like she's just like that. And while I'm just like, yeah, Gaga, woohoo! So that's basically my life. And I really recommend, if you don't vibe with people, like if you know they don't like the group, don't invite them. I would rather go by myself than have other people drain my energy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just not about it. I don't need people to go to concerts with me. I don't need people to, you know, validate my feelings about a group or anything like that. So if your friends are ARMY or like they're BTS or like K-pop fans, I would recommend, yes, go with them. But if they're not and like they're already in wishy-washy about it, don't, because honestly, I don't care about people like that. It's annoying. It's annoying to deal with. All right. And also you guys can ask questions in the chat and I'll answer them because I see a question over here, but I want to get through a few of these first and then we can get to the chat questions. So after a few minutes, I'll answer your questions on the chat. So interact, say something. Woohoo. All right. Next question. What preparations should I take to get BTS floor seats? Love your videos. Okay. What preparation should you get to get BTS floor seats? So when I made my video a few years ago about like how to get the best K-pop concert tickets, it was before we had this thing called ARMY membership. So basically, when you're buying a BTS concert ticket, the first people who are actually able to get the tickets now are fans who paid for the ARMY like membership. And if you guys don't know, ARMY membership is basically like, it gives you early access to like concerts. You get like an exclusive pack of merch and stuff. It's just kind of like showing like, oh, do you want to pay extra basically to get in the front of the line for concerts? Personally, I feel like the ARMY membership is worth it because BTS just sold out their Las Vegas show with all pre-sale. And it was just for ARMY membership pre-sale. So regular ARMY who don't have the pre-sale couldn't get it. I mean, I'm still happy that ARMY were able to get it because, you know, they paid that premium and we know that it's actual fans getting it and not scalpers. But at the same time, if you really want to get a floor seat for BTS, I really recommend getting the ARMY pre-sale and then following my tips, like, you know, getting on the website early, you know, signing into multiple accounts, and I mean signing into multiple like computers and stuff like that. And I heard like I was buying a ticket a few weeks ago. I think it was not a few weeks ago, like a few months ago. And I literally had to sign into my account, my Ticketmaster account, before I was able to get into the queue. So just make different accounts. Just like you can loop around it. Like just make multiple accounts, use multiple devices. That's what I do. It still works. You know, Ticketmaster likes to be like, oh, that won't work if you're signed in to Ticketmaster under remember like the Map of the Soul, they were like, oh, if you use multiple devices under one Wi-Fi going to Ticketmaster, then it'll block out the other devices. And I'm like, that don't even make sense, because what if multiple people who have different Ticketmaster accounts try to get in there? See, it's just like, it's kind of like a deflection thing, kind of like, oh, well, you know, don't try this and it won't work. It will work. Ticketmaster just obviously wants to scare us into thinking it won't. So just ignore Ticketmaster. They're stupid. I don't like them. I hate them. All right, so that's probably the best answer I can give you. And if you're short and you want to wear like, if you want to like actually see, because in my opinion, I think floor seats are one of the worst seats. Like that's just my opinion, especially if it's like all the way in the back of the stadium. I don't really like, everyone loves floor seats. They're like, oh my God, floor seats is so good. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you like the 100 sections and like around the stadium, that's where it's at. That's where you're gonna get the best views, not just of like the boys or like the artists you're going to see, but just the whole experience. Like you see all the army bombs, see everything light up. It's beautiful. Like, and the screens are the two huge screens next to the stage are there for a reason. You know what I mean? So like, even if you don't get a floor seat, I feel like any seat in the stadium is a good seat. And I'm not just saying that to make you feel better. I really just genuinely think that that's like the most logical thing is like I've been on every side of the spectrum. I've had the floor seats by the stage. I've had the seats where, you know, I'm right in front of the stage, like VIP. That's how I did for Blackpink. That's how it was kind of for BTS. I didn't have VIP for BTS, but I was like in the front. I've been in 100 sections. I've been all the way in the nosebleeds. Like, I feel like maybe it's just me, but I just feel like I just love going to concerts in general. So for me, it's not a big deal. Um, yeah. Why is Origin like trying to hold on? Origin's trying to open on my thing. Sims. I don't even play The Sims really anymore because my computer is so slow. MacBook problems. Well, at least my MacBook is like 11 years old, as you can probably tell. So yeah. All right. Next question. What to do if signed in on one account on Ticketmaster but get tickets from a different device? So if you get tickets from a different device, just buy the tickets. Just sign in and buy the tickets. Basically that's it. I mean, even you don't even have to sign in. You can just sign in as a guest and then send them to your email. You know what I mean? So that's what I would recommend to do. I think that's a good idea. You don't always have to sign in because honestly, don't sign in unless you really have to. So that's what I recommend. All right. Next question. How do you get involved in pre-concert activities? So I actually think this is a good question as well. These are actually a lot of good questions. I know I sound like a teacher when I say that, but it's true. I like getting questions that I don't usually get asked like that a lot, like, oh, how to get the best seats for, you know, this or blah, blah, blah. But I think like one of my favorite parts personally of being a K-pop fan is, you know, basically the preparation of going to the concert, like getting your outfit, like being a part of fan projects and things like that. So personally, I would like look up, like I would use like the hashtag for your particular thing. Like, oh, like permission to dance in Chicago or something like that. Like if you Google that or like if you look it up on Twitter, Twitter's the best place because every K-pop fandom's on Twitter. So you look on Twitter, you put in like your date for the show or whatever, and you'll see like different fans doing stuff. And sometimes like fan sites will run these things and they'll ask for volunteers, and then you can help people like pass out like things for, you know, events. Because I did this for 17 when I saw 17 a few years ago. They played at the Rosemont Theater. It was so much fun. And they had this project where like they wanted to turn the light sticks like different colors during like certain song. That's mostly like what it is a lot of the times. Like that's probably the easiest fan product to do. So someone brought, like I told them I wouldn't mind passing out, you know, like papers like to tell people about like the event or whatever. And so I passed the stuff out and, you know, everyone was super cool and everything. So you can definitely be a part of that, like know what's coming up. And I think that's really fun. So I would recommend looking up your date on Twitter. Facebook groups are amazing. If you're not a part of a Facebook group, like from where you're from, like I'm a part of the Chicago K-pop Facebook group. And I'm also still a part of the BTS Michigan Facebook group, like for Army. You know, because sometimes they come to Chicago if there's not a date in like Michigan or Detroit. So I recommend just looking and just like even if you're like, oh, I don't know these people, or like even if you have like maybe like a little bit of social anxiety, like you can still do something, like you can still contribute. You don't have to talk to them all day or anything. Like you can still just feel like you're a part of something. And I think that's a really easy way to, you know, make friends who are also like in your fandom, especially like in real life. Cause I feel like you can be friends with someone online, but like when you like meet them and stuff, like it could be so much more like fun and exciting. So that's what I recommend personally. Oh, 1 second. Oh no, my cereal bowl. If you guys haven't already, please like this video. It really helps me and the algorithms and all the things like that. So if you're here for the first time, hello, my name is Princess and I talk about K-pop concerts. And I love you. All right, next question. Actually, I'm going to answer some questions on the chat real quick before I go into the next preguntas that I got on Instagram. All right. Okay, my first question is from Jope Van Delft. I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry. I'm probably butchering your name so hard. So this person asked, do you think BTS will have a world tour this year? I definitely think BTS is going to have a world tour this year. I don't see why they wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like BTS, they are ready, girl. And I feel like they did Permission to Dance in Seoul, which we all saw from our cinemas, and they're gonna be performing, I believe, next month in April. They're gonna be performing in Las Vegas, which is so exciting. But I feel like they did Las Vegas just to like test the waters, because even from Map of the Soul, I feel like BTS's popularity has gone up so much. And I feel like it was a good idea for them to like test the waters with Las Vegas to see like the demand and everything. So now they can curate, you know, how they want to go about selling other dates. I remember for Map of the Soul, they had a lot of tour dates in America. Like I was surprised. Like I was like, okay, you going to Atlanta? Okay, you going to blah blah blah. You know what I mean? Because usually like with K-pop, we're used to them going to like New York, LA, maybe somewhere in the Midwest like Chicago, and then like in the South, or somewhere in the South. So I think it's amazing, and I definitely think they're going to be going on a world tour this year. Like I said before, they might like just do America for now, because like we're basically completely open at this point. No one's wearing a mask. No one really gives a shit unless you're on transit. So personally, I'm fine with it. I would love for them to go on tour. Maybe, you know, wait for certain countries to get their COVID stuff together. But other than that, I'm cool with it. And I definitely think they'll be on tour this year. So get your money together, get your coins up, you know, start saving up. If you really like concerts, I would honestly recommend, maybe I should make a video about this, but I honestly recommend, if you like concerts and you like going to concerts a lot and you have like some sort of disposable income, I would do like a concert savings account or fund or anything like that. And I know that sounds silly, but honestly, when your faves announce a tour and you only have like $400 in your bank account, even if you even have that, like I'm just trying to be like realistic, and you're like, I actually have to like pay shit. Like you don't have to be like, oh, well, I guess I can't go, or put it on a credit card where like you have to break it down into like multiple months to pay it off, and then you know your credit score goes down. So if you can, I would recommend to at least like maybe save like maybe like $100 a month for like start your concert fund, because if you know, like if you like NCT for example, we know they're coming out with their album, excuse me, and we also know that they're probably going to be going on tour in America again. I mean, that's just, I would think that because they did it before, and everyone's popularity has grown. Everyone in K-pop's popularity has grown, especially in North America. So you know, they're not an exception. So if you're like a really big NCT stan, then you're gonna want to put that money aside and also like delegate who you want to see. That had nothing to do with the question, but I think the finances of being a K-pop fan is like something I should make a video about, because it's honestly no joke. And I feel like a lot of people, we can't really realistically afford all this stuff. And I see so many people, they're working like just like basic jobs, and they're trying to like basically go in debt for K-pop. And it's just so weird, because you see all these people on social media like, oh, they're flexing, they're basically flexing on K-pop fans. Like they're showing how much money they got by all these like versions of an album they bought, and then they go on the tour, and then they buy all the merch and blah blah blah. And I'm not saying that person's in debt, but I think it's like to understand like your expectations and understand how much you can spend, and realizing, you know, like You don't have to be a part of every aspect of like a person's career, Like if you really like merch, maybe you can collect merch. If you really like going to concerts like me, you can just collect tickets. Like you can just go to a lot of days on the tour or something like that. Like just find out what experience you like the most from K-pop and then go with it. Like if you like collecting albums, collect albums, but don't try to and like if your budget is tight, don't try to collect albums and also go on tour and also buy the $70 jacket and also, you know what I mean? So like just delegate personally what you enjoy the most and then go with that. So that's why I say like if you like concerts, do a concert fund. If you like collecting albums, if NCT comes back and they want a version for every member of the group, then first of all, that's insane. EXO's done it multiple times. I think EXO did it one time with Exodus. That's when I remember I got the Chanyeol version. Obviously, I love Chanyeol. But like I said, like delegate what you want to spend your money on. And also, yes, I think BTS will have a tour this year. Hi, Daisy. Hi. Okay. Next question. Does a 13-year-old have to bring an ID? No, but I feel like in my video I made a few years ago, I said I clarified to like bring an ID because anything can happen, and you're welcome. Thank you for asking the question. Honestly, it's a good question. I personally think like if you're under 18, I feel like at least in America, you can just go to like your Secretary of State or whatever and just get an ID. Like you don't have to be like like you don't have to have a driver's license to have an ID card, But I would recommend that because, if something happens to you or like if you want to do something, like they know it's you. So that's why I'm saying a lot of people, like when you go to concerts and stuff and like they're like, oh, for sound check, you need an ID. And then you also need to be the original person who bought the ticket. Most people, like 99% of the people who are like scanning tickets for sound check do not give a shit about that. Because if you did all that, you would realize that like most people would not be able to get in because their mom bought it or something else. So I recommend just having an ID as an underage person, just because like just for safety reasons and just to like have your identification on you. It's free, at least in the state of Michigan, it was free. So I recommend doing it, but it's not a necessity for concert going. All right, next question from BT Skills or BTS Kills, whatever that is. All right, I love that name. Did you see BTS live viewing in theaters? Yes, I did see BTS live viewing in theaters. I actually have a TikTok about it. Like it's just like some pictures from it. Like I didn't want to share too much because apparently like photography was not permitted. So I did not know that at the time. But I posted on it on Instagram. You can check it out on IG. I had a really good time. I actually saw it on my birthday. BTS did it on my birthday just for me. Jokes, but seriously. So I felt hella special. And yeah, I did see it and it was amazing. So check out my IG and TikTok for that. Okay. Lauren17 says, I think after how the LA concerts pre-sales went, they just had all the tickets available for the Army membership pre-sale for Las Vegas. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. Another person asked, what do you recommend for a person who's going to a concert by themselves? Like I said earlier, just like stay in crowds. Don't like, I think the most important thing to understand is that like for the most part, no one is going to bother you. Stay to yourself unless like don't just be going up to like random people. I mean, I recommend talking to fans like when you get to your seat and stuff, like having fun and stuff. But like if you feel like something's off or like if you don't like someone's energy and stuff, just don't talk to them, I think like listening to our intuition is so important. I feel like so many people don't understand the concept. This lighting is just so bad. This lighting is not good. It's getting cloudy, so sorry guys. But like I said, when I go to K-pop concerts, obviously I interact with people and stuff, but if someone has like a stink attitude or if someone's just like weird, or if someone seems like creepy, like just don't talk to them, don't interact with them. You don't really hear a lot about like people getting hurt and injured at concerts and stuff, or like kidnapped or anything like that. And I think it's simply just because like it just like for the most part, no one's really going to a K-pop concert to abduct anybody because the tickets are too expensive. But also, I just don't think that that's really the place for that. And everyone is going to be similar to you. Everyone's going to be like kind of at least like a young woman or like a young teenage boy or something like that. So I think we're all there for one specific purpose. I think understanding that and then, you know, maybe being open to talk to people you feel comfortable with is fine, especially people who are like next to you and like you're sitting next to them like at the concert. That's what I love to do. I love talking to people. I got my phone right here. That's my phone right here is my light. So bright on my eyes. I'm gonna go blind. Okay, hold on. That's way too bright. Okay. All right, next question. I'm gonna go back here next to my phone. Next question. Okay. Okay. Someone asked, when do you think BTS is coming back? And how many concerts are you attending? Like me, how many concerts am I attending? So, I'm using my light here. This is so ghetto. So I personally think that BTS is gonna come back like either a little before or a little after the Permission to Dance in Las Vegas. So I forgot when Las Vegas was. Hold on. Let me just look this up real quick. Because I didn't even bother getting tickets for it because first of all, I'm not going all the way to Las Vegas. Like if I'm traveling for BTS like far away, besides Chicago, it's gonna be Seoul or something. April 8th to April 16th. Okay. Personally, I think that BTS is probably gonna come back like either right before, like I said, or like right after. They're probably gonna announce a tour. And I would like to go to all the dates in Chicago. Like if they do 2 dates like they did for the Speak Yourself tour, I would definitely go to like the first day and then the second day like I did last time. It was so much fun, honestly. And I have no regrets. So I definitely like to do that again for sure. All right, I got a question in the chat. Yeah, you're welcome. Is the Army Bomb necessary at a concert? Can you buy them at the concert? Yes, you can buy Army Bombs at the concert. And I think Army Bombs are a necessary part of the concert going experience, especially for BTS. Like, if you don't have one, you're probably going to feel left out. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I don't want to peer pressure you. But in reality, most of the experience of seeing BTS live is having your Army Bomb light up with everyone else is and just like doing fun stuff with it and like doing the wave and all this. I was actually really shocked that I didn't see that many Army Bombs when I saw BTS's Permission to Dance like in Seoul, like in the cinema, because I thought people would like bring their Army Bombs. Because a few years ago when BTS they had their performance at the cinemas, they did that then. So a lot of people brought the Army Bombs in, and I was just in the small town in Michigan. So it's weird now that I'm in Chicago and like everyone is so like chill about it. I was kind of shocked and surprised and gagged about that. But I feel like Army Bomb is necessary to me. Like if I was going to see BTS, like if I bought my ticket today to like see BTS, I would immediately be like trying to find like a legit Army Bomb online. And also be careful about fake Army Bombs because those are really popular. And you'll definitely figure out it's fake because the day of the concert, you'll get there and it won't work. It won't be able to connect to your app because you also have to connect it to an app too. So I would always buy mine from like verified sellers online or, okay, I only have like, I think 3 more questions left. So if you guys want to talk to me about anything, just leave it in the chat, or if you want to ask questions, just let me know. Also, if you haven't, please like the video. I would appreciate it so much. It's like the 3rd time I've asked like people to like, but I swear guys, I'm really just trying to Get my shit up, you know what I mean? Or just don't like it. If you don't want to like it, if you think this video is bad, don't like it. Okay. All right. This person asks, which group are you most excited to see, either again or for the first time? So I know everyone's probably expecting me to say BTS because I'm like a huge ARMY. But actually, the group that I am most excited to see live, and this is a group I've actually started to like listen to a lot during the pandemic. And if you guys don't know, there's also a game called Superstar SM Town. It's like a tap rhythm game, like K-pop tap rhythm game, where like you play songs by like SM artists and stuff like that, like Red Velvet and like, you know, EXO and stuff like that. And I recently really got into, drumroll please, NCT. I love NCT. Their music is amazing. I'm literally obsessed with them. Like, oh my god, Vampire. That song slays. Like, like, oh my god, I literally live for favorite. I literally love it so much. It's amazing. I live for NCT lately. Like, I just don't know, like, they are just so talented, and then like their songs are just so catchy, and it's like, even when it's like loud and like violent, like in my ear, like I still stand so hard. And I think that's what I love about them, because that's what I used to love about EXO, like their hard-hitting kind of like boy crush concept. So the pandemic definitely brought me into the what's their fans called? NCT Citizens or something like that. I don't know how to say it, but I love them, and I really want to see them when they come back to Chicago. They are just so fun, and like they're low-key like meme lords. Like, I didn't realize how much of a meme group they were, because I always like saw it. Like, people always say that. But honestly, like, I do kind of want to see them like when they come back to Chicago, because I definitely think they will. Because Chicago loved them last time, and maybe they'll perform at like the United Center or something, like maybe like a bigger venue than they did last time. So yeah. Yes, I digged into NCT and like NCT Dream and like I'm dying to you. Like, there's literally so much NCT content. Like, through the drought of like EXO, like because they were in the military. You guys hear that? It's thunder outside. Oh my god. Thunder, thunder, thunder. All the XOLs in the audience. What's up? Yes, I got into them during the pandemic. They're amazing. Not a question, but I love your personality. NCT are my ult OMG. Oh, thank you. Wait, hold on. Screenshot it. Love that. Yes, I'm waiting for NCT to come back, because when I like learned about them, like I was actually in high school, and I actually had a K-pop club that I started in I mean, not high school. I started a K-pop club when I was in college, and a lot of my members liked NCT, but I didn't really give a shit about them. Like, not that they were bad or anything, because I listened to Cherry Bomb, like the Cherry Bomb EP or like mini album or whatever it was, and I really liked it, but I just kind of fell off after that. So, I mean, I knew a little bit of them. Like, I knew Johnny and like Mark and stuff like that, and like Taeyeon. But now I'm just like, I need to see them. And not just NCT 127, I need to see NCT U, because NCT U is my favorite subunit. And NCT Dream, I want to see NCT Dream. I want NCT, like, everything. So I'm obsessed, and I really like them a lot. My favorite member is probably, he's an NCT Dream. I think his name is Jaemin. Jaemin. I'm not sure. I'm still like a new kind of girl. I'm still a new NCT fan, but I really like him. I think he is beautiful. So, and Taeyeon is so. I remember I saw him in Super M and everything. Blah blah blah. He's amazing. Your Super M vlogs don't help that. He's my bias. Yes. Oh my god. I saw your comments on my vlog. Hold on. Let me read your name. Kathina. I hope I'm saying that right. But yes, I saw your comments. And actually when like I saw your comments, it made me like watch those videos again because I was like, oh my God, that was actually like a really fun time in my life. And then the pandemic happened and I'm just like, well, my life sucks now. I mean, it doesn't suck. It's moving up, you know, like because like, you know, I'm not like broke anymore and like I'm actually like not depressed anymore thanks to the pandemic. So I'm happy, but yeah. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to NCT and I've been listening to some ATs. I'm not a huge ATs fan yet, but I really like their sound. I like what they bring to the table. I like Stray Kids. I think they're okay. I can't think of really any girl groups that are really like wowing me. I don't dislike anyone, but I've been listening to a lot of Girls' Generation lately, even though they're like an older group because of like the game I play, like Superstar SM, you know, it's like you have to play like different artist songs every day, basically. So I've been getting into like more Girls' Generation songs and like Telepathy and stuff like that. They have some really good bangers on their older albums too. Okay, 2 more questions I think on here. Okay. So the next question is, what's the biggest change to concerts to the pandemic? What are the biggest changes to concerts due to the pandemic? I'm trying to think because I really don't think much has changed. I really don't think much has changed. Like, I went to Lollapalooza last year in August, and even though it's not a K-pop concert, it felt like a normal concert. I mean, no one was wearing a mask. No one was social distancing. We were all packed up like sardines. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't unsafe like Astroworld or anything, but it was just like we were all close to each other. We were like getting lit. We were like, ah! Like I was screaming with some like frat boys and stuff like that, you know, while I was watching Young Thug because my boyfriend wanted to see Young Thug. So, you know, I don't really think it changed that much. But if I had to say like one particular change, it would probably be like the clappers at the BTS like Permission to Dance and Soul. Like that was like it was really funny. Like I mean, I know it's all they could do. Technically, I mean, every now and then, like they would scream, like the audience would scream because I mean they're in front of BTS, so I mean obviously it's like iconic. But it's just like hearing the clappers, like the boys ask a question, like oh da, 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 and then like all you would hear was like it would be faint too. So like honestly, I don't think that much has changed. I think a lot of people have just like maybe more reserved. Oh, you know something that's changed? Ticketmaster and how worse it is to navigate their website. Oh my God, when I was trying to buy tickets for my boyfriend for Shawn Mendes, this was like December. I think November, December. I was trying to help him buy tickets. Hi, hello, Amber from the chat. I was trying to help him buy tickets for Shawn Mendes, and literally it was like a freaking nightmare. Like, guys, I'm telling you, it was insane. It was awful. Like, you would try to like click on a ticket, and it was kind of like the old days where like, you would click on a ticket and then you would try to check out, and then be like, oh, someone already got that ticket already. Oh well, girl. When we know damn well for sure that they literally give scalpers tickets before the tickets go on sale, and then they make it seem like people are trying to take these tickets. No, bro, it's literally just you trying to troll people, and it's literally even worse now, like trying to navigate it, and then after like you navigate it, after they're like, oh, someone took this ticket, they literally sign you out, and then you go into like the thing again to like when you go into the page to like get the ticket like for your date, they literally have you sign in again. So you have to sign in multiple times whenever you get a ticket and it doesn't work out. And that was never a part of the old system. Even when I use it on my phone, even when I use it on my computer, it was never like that. So I feel like personally Ticketmaster has just gotten worse, and they laid off so many people during the pandemic, and it was just awful. And they just suck. I really just don't like them at all. They really pee me off. They really piss me off. And let's put up a glass for the termination of Ticketmaster. And also, I don't want to blame Obama for all my problems, but since I'm Black, I'm going to do it. So, if you guys didn't know, the reason why Ticketmaster is a huge conglomerate is basically because the Obama administration approved basically the merger of Live Nation and Ticketmaster. So you basically don't even have that many options for other places you want to buy tickets right straight out, because Live Nation and Ticketmaster own most of the venues in the United States. So the other option you have is like some stadiums or some, arenas and stuff, they use AXS, which is like another form of like a ticketing service. But sometimes you still have to go through Ticketmaster. Like 90% of the time when you were buying tickets, you have to go through Ticketmaster, whether it's for a comedy thing. Like my boyfriend bought tickets on Ticketmaster for Jim Gaffigan at the Chicago Theater a few weeks ago. Like just so many different things and like so many different types of genres. It's not just us having these problems. It's not just music fans or fans of like, or country fans, anything like that, or pop fans or K-pop fans. It's literally everyone. So I want everyone to realize that the Obama administration destroyed our concert integrity. Okay, but to be fair, honestly, it was a huge merger that I'm surprised they even approved. But I don't want to get into like all the monopolies and stuff like that, because I'm going to talk about Disney and then I'm just going to get pissed off. So whatever. I'm not trying to get political. I'm just trying to tell you guys the facts and like what I've researched, allegedly, because I don't want to get sued by Ticketmaster. But yeah, if you haven't already, like the video, please like the video. Okay. And I have one more question. Guys, I'm literally using the light on my phone. Oh, I'm a fashion girl. You'll see me on your billboard in a city near you. Okay, I'm obsessed with myself. All right. Someone asked, is an army bomb worth the money? Will it really add to the experience? I think so, yes. If I was getting a ticket for a show, I would definitely buy an army bomb either the day of or like beforehand and wait for it to ship. Yeah. Okay. All right, the final question I have on here, and I'll answer your questions as well, is how much money should I have prepared for a concert? Okay, guys, you want to know how much money you need for a K-pop concert? First of all, don't be afraid, because whenever people talk about money, people get scared because they think they're going to spend a lot of money. But in reality, you don't have to spend that much money if you know what you're going to do beforehand. And if you guys want me to make a video about this, let me know, because a lot of people ask me about this. So leave a comment. Leave a chat message if you are even interested slightly in this topic. So let's break it down. Okay. Let's just do an example. Okay. So if this is your first BTS concert, I'm going to tell you what I want to do. So we're just going to do like an example thing. I'm going to imagine like I'm still living in Chicago because I'm basically 5 minutes. I'm basically 10 minutes away from Soldier Field. So let's just imagine BTS. Oh my God, they announced permission to dance in Chicago at Soldier Field for like May or June or whatever. Oh my God. If they actually did that, I would die. Okay. Anyway. So, BTS basically announces, oh, they're going to be blah, blah, blah. They're going to be, in Soldier Field or whatever. So basically, I would have to think about a few things. I would have to think about transportation. I would also have to think about like, getting to and from my house if I stayed in the area. I have to think about what I'm going to eat that day. I would have to think about what time I'm going to leave. I would have to think about what ticket, first of all, that I bought. And also if I want merch or not. Will I regret it if I don't have merch? You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So I actually have a video on this. I think it's like how to save money for a K-pop concert, but maybe I should make like a K-pop concert budget video. But I would probably spend like, for me, since I have a Venture card, which is basically like in New York City how they have a Metro card for like buses and subways and stuff. I would use my card. I would use my Metro card, maybe do like a day pass, get a day pass. It's like $5. I would take the bus down to Museum Campus, which is basically Soldier Field. I would probably buy food while I'm there. So food for the whole day for me will probably be $40. And with my boyfriend, maybe like 60. If you want to get like full meals, or like if you want to get stuff from the concert, which honestly I wouldn't really recommend. But hey, if you want to get drunk at the concert, if you want to get fucked up, just pregame, honestly. So once I get there, the Army Bomb will be like $50. And then batteries would be like 1 or 2. So I would honestly put it $60 for the Army Bomb. A t-shirt, if you want it, would probably be between $40 and $50. They were like $45 when I went. So if you want a t-shirt, I would recommend that. So we're already at like what, $100. Maybe like 140 with food, 160. Yeah, so if you're staying like near a concert, and this is like without hotels or like really long distance travel, it would probably be like for that day, $160 to $200, depending on like your budget. So it's really important to just think about what you want to do first. But I would set aside for that day, I would probably set aside a good like 100 minimum, and then if you were just going with you or like another person, or like if the other person's gonna pay for their meals or like pay their way, then it could be less or more depending. So I would recommend that for the day of. If you don't really care about merch and stuff, maybe bring that down to minus $50. If you already have an Army Bomb, you can deduct that price, but it really all just depends. But me personally, I would put aside $100, $100 to $200 for like that day of, because sometimes people want to take Ubers. If you want to take Uber, maybe like bump it up to like 200, because I would recommend taking an Uber before, but if you can take public transit after a concert, I would recommend that, because even though like the bus and the subway would be busy next to like the place, I still genuinely believe that like the Uber, like first of all, it's going to be so hard to get a Lyft or Uber after a concert because everyone's going to be on their phone at the same time. Reception's going to be shit, trust me. And then on top of that, it's going to be like super busy, and it's going to be so expensive. Like it's going to be like $60 or $70 for Uber. And it's like, if you want to pay that, like if you have the luxury of like having money of paying $70 for Uber, like that's fine. Like no hate, because you know I respect you. That's what I'm trying to be. You know what I mean? But honestly, I would recommend really just using public transit if you can, especially if you're staying in a city that that's accessible, like Chicago or like New York. Like once you get a ticket, I recommend that you really just buy it. Just buy a hotel as soon as possible. Maybe even before you get the ticket, honestly, like if you know what days you want to be there, say if you want to be there, like if BTS is going to be there for 2 days and you want to be there for both those days, do that, honestly. So I would really recommend everyone just get their ducks in a row, get their money together. Like I said, start a fund now, because you don't know when your faves are going to come back. So even saving like $25 a week, that's $100 a month. You know what I mean? You can do this thing where I've done, where I do $250 I save $250 a month. I do 25 the first week, 50 the second week, 75 the next week, and then $100 the fourth week of the month. And then I think it's like 250 or some shit. I don't know. But like I'm saving the money. So honestly, I think that's the most important thing. All right, so that's all the questions I received on IG. And now I'm gonna go to the chat. What's up, chat? Hi, chat. 안녕하세요, chat. Oh, I'm so silly right now. Okay. Does everyone who signed up for the Army pre-sale get a code? I heard that, yes, because there's no other way you're gonna be able to get into like the queue if you don't have a code. Or queue, whatever it's called. I still don't know how to say it. It's been 2 years since I've talked shit about that video, and I still don't know how to say it. So yes, I'm pretty sure Army get a code. I've never gotten the Army membership pre-sale, so I can't speak a lot about the whole experience. But yes, I'm pretty sure you do get a code. Have you heard they're making KCON in Chicago this year, and are you going? Yes, I'm definitely going to KCON. Oh my God, guys. I actually posted about this on Instagram. So I actually posted about like all the KCON stuff that I knew on Instagram. So I would recommend like, you know, going on Instagram and seeing my thoughts. But long story short, I'm so excited. I've literally been wanting to go to KCON ever since I was like in middle school. So for me, this is kind of like a dream come true. And I don't have to go all the way to like the East or West Coast to do it. It's right in Chicago. Also, I'm pretty sure they added an LA date as well. So it's going to be Seoul, Tokyo, LA, and Chicago. Sorry, East Coast. I guess you get nothing. So yeah, I'm definitely on this year. I would like to like, if they're doing panels this year, I would like to actually like do a panel or like be on it, because that would be like really fun. Like maybe I can talk about like being a Black K-pop fan or like K-pop concert tips and stuff. Like, I think that would be really fun. I'd love to be a part of KCON this year, or maybe I can present someone. Ooh, that'd be fun. I can present like ATs or something if they're going or something like that. That'd be fun. Okay. I say key like the letter Q. Q. Like you're in a queue. I just hate that word in general. Wait, what about long distance travel? So like I said, you have to make your own budget. But for long distance travel, I personally recommend like probably taking, okay, if you have a car, take a car and then just like do gas. I know gas is expensive now, but it's probably going to be way less than like trying to get like a 2-hour plane ticket, you know? So for long distance travel right now, how much does it take to fill up my tank? I don't know. I don't even have my car anymore. It got taken away. So it used to be like 12 gallons to fill up my tank. It used to be like $45 or $50, honestly. So it all just depends on like what you're planning on doing for like the concert. If you're going across country, get like round trip tickets. I can't say the price of round trip tickets because I don't know. So I know Southwest Airlines, they have like a thing where they do like discount tickets like certain times of the month. So maybe you can like try that. I would recommend that if you can. Another long distance travel thing is probably like taking the train. Last time I took the train, I was like 9 years old, but train can still get kind of pricey depending on how far you're gonna go. So like I said, just like know your options, know your options, learn about which one would be more comfortable for you, and then just go with that and then put it into like your budget. Because I don't know how much a train is gonna be. It's probably gonna be like $100 round way, right? Because I know buses are super cheap, like $35 to get on a bus, you know what I mean? Like long distance. So I would recommend that. I would recommend just like looking up your options, looking on Amtrak's website, looking on if you want to take the bus Greyhound, you know what I mean? Just plan it all out in advance. Like once you get the tickets, get your hotel, find out how you're gonna get there. Don't wait until the week before. Okay, wait until you know exactly what you want to do and then buy it. Don't try to do it like last minute or anything like that. Why is this like paused? What happened? I'm frozen. Oh my God, it's frozen. Is it frozen? Like, what the hell? Oh, brother. It's frozen on my end because I can see myself on the thing. Okay, well, at least now I know it's frozen on my end. Okay, yeah, I can see myself. This quality is crazy bad. Sorry, guys. Okay. I like my own video because I'm a narcissist. My computer is completely just frozen. Like, what the hell? What the hell? That is insane. Okay. You know what? I think it's time for this to be done because it's frozen and I don't really know what to do. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Follow me for more videos. I'm going to be coming out with a lot more consistent uploads because I finally figured out my work schedule and how I can, work around it and also grow my channel. So I want to reach 10K this year. So let's do it. Ooh, what about a million? A million subscribers for little old me? Ooh, no. All right, if you guys want to keep chatting with me, follow me on Instagram or Twitter. You can talk to me anytime. You can send me DMs if you have any questions, and maybe I can make a whole video about it. Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, it's coming back. It's coming back. Okay, I see myself now. But I'm still going to clock off because I actually have to go somewhere at 2 p.m. and it's 1 p.m. right now. So I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being a part of this. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. And I'm about to go get a really expensive latte because I'm living that Chicago City life. All right. I love you guys. Annyeong. 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 Someone help me.